Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my Maryland football predictions for the 2019 college football season. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated if you do that. I have a subscriber goal of 200 subscribers, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. You won't regret it. Also, I am a Maryland Terps fan, so if you're a Maryland Terps fan watching this, I'm going to cover the Maryland Terps very hard, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. But anyways, I'm a Terps fan. I have expectations this year. Let's go through it. We'll go through the pros and cons, the best case and worst case scenario, 3 toughest and 3 easiest games. Then we'll go through the schedule game by game. I'll tell you which games I have Maryland winning and losing, give you a score as well, and give you your final record prediction and conference record prediction. One other quick note before I continue: do not hold me to the game by game picks and the scores. Just hold me to the final record and conference record prediction at the end. But anyways, let's jump into this. 2 pros and 1 con. First pro is our new head coach, excuse me, Mike Locksley. This guy was the Alabama offensive coordinator. Excuse me. This guy, as I was saying, this guy was the Alabama offensive coordinator. I really think Mike Locksley is going to have a very good first year with Maryland. He has a very good offense, which I'm going to get into in a second. But I really think Mike Locksley was a great hire. I think he's going to have a very good first season with Maryland. Second pro is the offense. This offense is going to be one of the fastest paced offenses in the country, in my opinion. Josh Jackson at quarterback. We could even run Tyrone Pigmere. We could even run him at quarterback at times. Andrew McFarland, Booker McFarland's son, as I refer to him as, only because Booker McFarland sounds good off the tongue. But anyways, he's a very good running back. I mean, we have a decent wide receiver crop. This offense is probably going to be one of the fastest paced offenses in the country. I've been saying it all offseason. We will win because of our offense. So that's the second pro. Our 1 con is the defense. Though our defense is not that good. I know we got Shaq Smith, the transfer from Clemson, but he's not going to be enough to change this defense around. Hopefully the defense can make some stops, but I am not that high on their defense this year. And by the way, I'm a realistic fan. I'm not one of these, oh, Maryland's going 12-0. I'm not going to do that. But anyways, I have stuff in my throat. Anyways, best case and worst case scenario, here's the schedule right here in front of you. The best case scenario is 9-3. The worst case scenario is 5-7. Let's talk about the best case scenario at 9-3. Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State, and Penn State. I think we're only going to win 1 out of those 4 games this year. So that's the best case scenario, 9-3. Worst case scenario, 5-7. The defense really disappoints. The offense isn't as good as I think it's going to be, and we lose some games we shouldn't lose, and we turn out to be 5-7 and miss a bowl game for the 3rd year in a row. 3 toughest games: Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State. Ohio State, they won the Big Ten last year, even though it came down to a 2-point conversion last year. It's still going to be a tough game this year. It is in Columbus. It's in the weird state of Ohio. Michigan, yes, we do get them at home, and I have been saying all year it's kind of a trap game for Michigan because they're coming off playing Penn State and Notre Dame, and they get us on the road before a bye week. But Michigan, they're favorites to win the Big Ten. And then Penn State, we haven't come anywhere close to Penn State in the past 2 years. I know we get them after a bye week at home on a Friday night, but they are also coming off a bye. So I think that's going to be a tough game as well for us. 3 easiest games: Howard, Rutgers, Indiana. Howard, FCS opponent. I think that will be a win for us. Rutgers, we get them on the road, but that's the only thing going for Rutgers this year for when we play them. I think we beat them. And then Indiana, I think we're better than Indiana. I know we lost to them last season, but I think we're better than Indiana. And to me, if you look at the schedule, I mean, I'm not going to go with Temple because Temple beat us by 3 touchdowns last year. Can't go with Syracuse. I'm not going to go with the road game at Minnesota or the Nebraska game or the road game at Purdue. So, process of elimination, we get Indiana at home. I'm going with that. So Indiana is the third easiest game of the season for Maryland. Now let's go through the schedule game by game. I'll tell you which games I have Maryland winning and losing here. First game is against Howard. I think, as I said a minute ago, I think this is going to be a win. 52-10. Howard is an FCS opponent. I really just think Maryland is going to break the doors off them, break the brakes off them, whatever the saying is, and I think Maryland is going to beat them 52-10. Next game, Syracuse at home. Listen, Syracuse, they had a really good season last year, but they have a new quarterback, and this is a trap game for Syracuse. And the reason why this is a trap game is because we play them right before they get Clemson at home, and they're going to be looking forward to that Clemson game. I think that's an advantage to Maryland. I think Maryland wins this game. I have it by a touchdown, 49-42. It'll be a shootout, but at the end, give me my Terps to win this one. Next game at Temple. I think we have to beat Temple this year. Last year we didn't. To me, Temple is a team. They have a new head coach. They're going to be decent this year. To me, we have to beat Temple. I mean, if we want to get over the hump of not making bowl games, we got to beat teams like Temple. And I think we do that this year by a field goal, 30-27. I don't think, well, I do think Maryland's better than Temple, but I don't think it's by much per se because I think Temple is a decent team. But I think we go on the road. Temple doesn't really have a home field advantage. I think if we're Maryland fans, should fill up Lincoln Financial Field, and I think we win that game by a field goal, 30-27. Then we get our first bye week. Every team gets 2 bye weeks because of how the calendar aligns with the schedule. Then coming off the bye week, a Friday night game at home against Penn State. To me, the third toughest game of the year for us. As I said, the past 2 years we've been nowhere close to Penn State. I think this game's going to be closer than the previous 2 games, but I think we lose this one. I think we drop our first game of the year at home against Penn State on a Friday night. I usually don't pick road teams to win on weeknights, but I think Penn State's going to beat us. I mean, us getting blown out 63-3, and then 38-3. I mean, we only scored 6 points against them the previous 2 years. I think overall we'll come closer to them, but if you watch the Penn State video, you already know that at Penn State being us 35-24 Penn State. And by the way, I already did a Syracuse video as well, so go check that out. Next game at Rutgers. This will be a win. Rutgers will score a few touchdowns against us. That would probably scare us a little bit, but at the end, Maryland's offense is just too good. 48-21, Maryland. Next game at Purdue. If you already watched the Purdue football prediction video, you already know who I have in this one. I think this game's going to go back and forth. This is the homecoming game for Purdue. I think Purdue has a nice home field advantage. I think Purdue does get us. I think we lose our second game of the year, 55-47. I think us and Purdue are pretty even. I know they have a very good wide receiver, Rondale Moore, a top 5 wide receiver in the country, in my opinion. But overall, I gotta go with Purdue here, 55-47. Next game is Indiana at home. As I said throughout the summer, really, about Indiana, they have a decent quarterback. They have an above-average offense. That's just about it. I expect the game's at home for Maryland. I expect us to win this one. Last year we lost, I think, 34-32. I think we win this one this year, 45-30. I just think we're a better team than Indiana this year. I mean, so that's what it comes down to. Give me Maryland to win 45-30. Next game at Minnesota. We have a 2-game winning streak against Minnesota. Make it 3 games. People are very high on this Minnesota team. I know we get them on the road, but in my opinion, Minnesota, I think they're going to disappoint this year. And I think Maryland beats them 38-33. It'll be a very close game, but at the end, Maryland is better than Minnesota. Give me Maryland to win 38-33. Next game is our homecoming game at home against Michigan. Michigan is the favorite to win the Big Ten this year. I will prefer to take the field, actually, instead of Michigan. But anyways, Michigan, they're going to be coming off of back-to-back really tough games against Penn State on the road and Notre Dame at home. They're going to be banged up. This is a trap game for Michigan because they get us on the road and then a bye week. if you watch the Michigan video, you already know who I have in this game. I picked the upset. I think we beat Michigan this year. I think this is the team out of the four powerhouses in Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, and Michigan State. I think this is the game we win right here. It's a good spot on the schedule. I think we go ahead. It's homecoming. We win this game 39-35. Maryland. Next game is on the road against Ohio State. If you already watched my Ohio State football prediction video, you already know who I have in this one. I did win with Ohio State. I just think Ohio State's too good, especially with them in Columbus and the Horseshoe or whatever they call that weird place. I think we lose to them. I think we keep it competitive, but at the end, give me Ohio State by 17 points, 48-31. The Ohio State defense is not that good, so we'll score points on them. And even if the defense was even decent or even pretty good, we'll probably still score points on them. But Maryland's going to lose this one, 48-31. Their defense, I think, is going to have trouble against Ohio State's offense. Then we get our second bye week. Then coming off the bye week, we get Nebraska at home. People are really high on Nebraska. If you already watched that football prediction video, you saw that I am not as high as some of these people saying that they're going 11-1. But, excuse me. Nebraska is a team I think are going to play us tough. They'll give us a very competitive game. I think Nebraska is even better than Maryland, but I think Maryland gets them. Nebraska, this is kind of a tough spot in their schedule for Nebraska. I think we beat them barely, 42-40. I think it's close, but at the end, the game's in Maryland. They got to travel halfway across the country. Give me Maryland 42-40. And then the final game at Michigan State. Michigan State, if you already watched that football prediction video, you already know who I have in this one. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be kind of low scoring, but give me Michigan State. That defense for Michigan State is just too good. So give me Michigan State 28-23. And I think the Michigan State defense will be the difference, and the game being in East Lansing. So that's my game picks. If you count up all the wins and losses, I have Maryland going 8-4 with a 5-4 conference record. 8-4 with a 5-4 conference record. I think we're going to be decent this year. I really do. I think we have a chance to be ranked. I mean, if we go into the Ohio State game with 2 losses or a win over Michigan like I have on my game picks, we will be ranked this year going into that game. So overall, I think Maryland in the regular season, they go 8-4 with a 5-4 conference record. I think it's going to be a fun season. I think it's going to be fun watching this offense. Hopefully, maybe the defense surprises people and maybe isn't as bad as people think it's going to be. So watch out for that. But anyways, 8-4 with a 5-4 conference record. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated if you do that. Thanks for watching, and this is McD the Beast signing off.